Welcome children. Let us begin the second part of the video of the lesson Fiber to Fabric. In this video, you will learn about the meaning of fiber, some plant fibers that is cotton and jute, spinning of cotton yarn, yarn to fabric that is weaving and knitting processes, and history of cloth making. In activity 3.1, you have to take a yarn from a piece of cotton fabric and you have to place this piece on a table. Now press one end of the yarn with your thumb, scratch the other end with your nail as shown in the figure. You will observe the yarn splits into thin strands as shown in the figure. You might have observed something similar when you try a thread into a needle. Whenever you try to put a thread into a needle many times, the end of the thread is separated into strands. This makes it difficult to pass it through the eye of the needle. The thin strands of the thread that we see are made up of still thinner strands and they are called fibers. The material which is available in the form of thin continuous strand is called as a fiber. The thin strands of the thread are further made up of thinner strands and also called as fibers. Thus, the cloth is produced by weaving and knitting processes that is called as a fabric. There are two types of fibers, that is natural and synthetic. You might have seen cotton. Cotton is a very popular type of natural fiber which is used to make cloths as well as other materials like wicks for oil lamps and other materials like mattresses, quilts, pillows and filling purposes, etc. Then you have to take some wool, put it apart, look at its edges. You can observe that small thin strands that you are seeing, they are made up of cotton fibers. Where does this cotton wool come from? It is grown in the fields. Cotton plants are usually grown at the places having black soil and warm climate. The fruits of the cotton plant are about the size of a lemon. After maturing, the bolls burst open and the seeds covered with cotton fibers can be seen. Now you might have seen the cotton plants in the field and it is ready for picking. It looks like the field that is covered with snow also. From these bolls, cotton is usually picked up by the hands and the fibers are separated from the seeds by combing. This process of separating the seeds from cotton is called as a ginning. Ginning was traditionally done by hand. Nowadays, machines can also be used for ginning processes. Second method is spinning of cotton. This is activity fourth. You have to hold some cotton wool in one hand, pinch some cotton between the thumb and the forefinger. Now gently start pulling the cotton while continuously twisting the fibers. The process of making yarn from fibers is called as a spinning. This means spinning is a process of making the thread that is made from the cotton fibers. Spinning cotton yarn. The process of making yarn from fibers is called as a spinning. A simple device which is used for spinning is called as a hand spindle and it is operated by the hands by a person. Another hand operated device is used for spinning is called as a charkha. You might have seen Gandhiji making the spinning process. He carried out the process by hands and he popularized the method of spinning during independence and before that. He made people and he encouraged people to wear cotton clothes which is made by or which was made by a homespun yarn termed as a khadi and spun imported cloth made in mills of the Britain. To popularize and promote khadi, the government of India constituted a body called Khadi and Village Industries Commission in 1956. Spinning of yarn is a large-scale industry in India. The help of spinning machines it is done. After spinning, yarn is made and it is used for making fabrics. So spinning is a process by cotton and it is made by the following steps. When cotton is fully developed, that is cotton balls are developed on the cotton plant, it is taken and the seeds are removed. Once the yarn is made, it is used for making the cloth as well as the various purposes and various other materials. The processes which are used to make the cloth are weaving and knitting. There are many ways by which fabrics are made from yarns. The two main processes are weaving and knitting. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric is called as a weaving. Then activity 3, it involves the weaving and some paper strips which you can follow in your home also. Take two sheets of paper of different colors and you can see the weaving process which is made like this. In the similar manner, two sets of yarn can be woven together to make a fabric. It is the same process which is used in the factories even for making the cloth, that is, it is the fabrication industry process. The yarns are much thinner than the paper strips. Weaving of fabric is done on looms. Loom is a machine and it is done in the factories. There are also hand looms which can be seen, which are the cottage industries. Knitting, have you ever noticed how sweaters and knitting processes are being carried out? A single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. Have you ever pulled the yarn from the pair of socks? What happens? A single yarn gets pulled out continuously as the fabric gets unraveled. Socks and many other clothing yarns are made of different knitted fabrics. Knitting is done by hand and is also by machines. So machines are being used to carry out the process of fabrication and making fabrics in the industries. Weaving and knitting are used for making different kinds of fabric. These fabrics are used for a variety of clothing items which are made in the industries. Now coming to the jute. Jute is the another natural fiber which is very much popular in India for making various purposes. This jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant and is cultivated during the rainy seasons. Jute is usually cultivated in the states of West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. It is normally harvested in the flowering stage when the plant starts flowering, and the stems of the harvested plants are immersed in water, that is, they are kept in water for a few days, and then the stems are taken out and the fibers are separated. These fibers are used to make the things like fabrics and all other materials like bags and jackets. So there are so many uses, you can see here so many materials can be made by jute, and the jute fiber is a natural one. It doesn't cause any pollution since it's a natural one, and it is a very famous and a very strong fiber which is used to make various substances and items. Now we come to the history of cloth making. Have you ever wondered what materials people used in ancient times for clothes? It appears that in those times people used to bank the big leaves of trees or animals and animal skins and ferns over the body to cover themselves. Also, people began to settle in agricultural communities and they used so many natural things to cover their bodies. In those days, stitching was not known. In old days, stitching was not known. Was not known. It was actually came into existence. That is, the stitching process was discovered, and the industries were developed after that. So many natural as well as synthetic fibers are being used for making the clothes and other materials. Nowadays, so many types of clothing materials are available. That is natural as well as the synthetic ones. Then characteristics features of cotton are they have so many characteristics like cotton is a very economical, it is purely natural, it is good for skin, it doesn't cause any pollution, and it absorbs moisture very readily, it keeps cool in hot weather, it is easy to wash as well as easy to launder, then wrinkles easily. So these are the negative points, and it shrinks very easily. So it has to be ironed regularly. So there are so many types of natural materials and fibers. The main most commonly used fibers are cotton as well as jute. The summary of this lesson is there are so many types of fibers are there. Some of them are natural as others are synthetic. Synthetic chemicals are used for making fibers and they are not good for human use. Though they are very famous, you must have seen many synthetic fibers like nylon, polyester, and acrylic. These are not natural ones as they are made up of chemical substances in the factories. In olden days, stitching was not known, so people they used to wear the clothes and the fabrics which were made by the natural things like cotton and jute. Just as there is a large variety in the food eaten all over the country, a large variety exists also in the fabrics and the clothing items.